Have you ever wondered why some men can ignore you, show zero effort, or give you minimal attention and you feel nothing? But the moment you genuinely like a man, suddenly your mind starts spiraling into obsessive thoughts. You overanalyze his texts, overthink what to say, replay every interaction in your head, and even try to decode his true intentions. It feels like you've lost control of your own thoughts, and you're stuck in an emotional whirlwind. Let's be real. This obsession isn't about the man himself. It's not because he's special or because of some cosmic connection. And no, you can't just blame it on being a Pisces or a Virgo. In reality, this obsessive attachment is usually a reflection of something deeper within you. It's often a sign of unmet emotional needs, hidden insecurities, or even a craving for meaning in life that you're trying to satisfy through someone else. And the worst part, the more you cling, the more you push him away. I know how painful this feels. The uncertainty, the constant anxiety, the emotional roller coaster. But you don't have to stay trapped in this cycle. Today, I'm going to break down 5 powerful strategies that will help you stop obsessing over a man, regain your emotional power, and approach love with confidence and clarity. So let's dive in. 1. The real reason you get obsessed with a man. Let's start with an undeniable truth. You only obsess over men who are unavailable. In some way, think about it. If a man is emotionally distant, inconsistent with communication, or avoids commitment, why do you still feel drawn to him? Shouldn't you just move on and find someone who actually puts in effort? But instead of walking away, you feel an overwhelming urge to convince him that you're worth loving. You start bending over backward, making excuses for him, and holding on to every tiny bit of attention he gives you. Why does this happen? Because as human beings, we crave what we can't fully have. There's a reason why diamonds are kept behind glass. It makes them seem more valuable simply because they're hard to reach. But here's the harsh truth. If something is truly meant for you, it will never require you to beg, chase, or convince. Let that sink in. Instead of wasting energy asking, why isn't he attracted to me? Or why is he pulling away? Flip your mindset. Say this to yourself: I only want what wants me. If a man pulls away, I let him go. I always tell women, imagine you have $1 million in cash and you offer it to a man. But he says no thanks. I'll get back to you later. Would you chase him down the street begging him to take the money? Of course not. You think, wow, I just offered this guy $1 million and he said no. Too bad for him now. Start seeing yourself as that $1 million. The man who truly values you will never make you feel like you need to beg for his attention. 2. Are you really obsessed with him or something else? Now take a deep breath and ask yourself, am I truly obsessed with this man? Or am I obsessed with the way he makes me feel? Because in most cases, it's not the man you're chasing. It's the feeling maybe he made you feel adored, admired, or special. Maybe he gave you butterflies, and now you're not chasing him. You're chasing the thrill. Let me share a personal story. There was a time in my life when I felt deeply attached to someone, not because she was extraordinary, but because I loved feeling like her savior. I waited for her to come to me with her problems so I could rescue her. And every time she needed me, I felt important, like I had a purpose. But when she walked away, I felt empty. It wasn't her that I missed. It was the feeling of being needed. Once I realized this, I channeled that craving into my work, my purpose, and my passions. Now I help people every day, and I no longer need a romantic relationship to give me meaning. So ask yourself, what feeling am I really chasing? Can I create that feeling within myself instead of looking for it in a man? Because the truth is, if you don't heal what's inside, you'll keep searching for men to fill the void and end up disappointed every time. 3. Fear of losing him is keeping you stuck. Another reason women obsess over men is the fear of loss. You meet a great guy, he treats you well, and suddenly, you're terrified of losing him. You think, what if he changes his mind? What if this all ends? What if he stops liking me? Here's a reality check. Every connection will end one day. It could be through a breakup, distance, or even death. Nothing in life is permanent. But instead of living in fear of losing someone, what if you focused on cherishing every moment while they're here? Imagine you were told you only had one more week with someone you love. Would you waste that time stressing over the future? Or would you soak in every laugh, every hug, and every shared moment? Real love exists in the present. Obsession is rooted in fear. Which one do you want to live in? 4. Stop labeling your thoughts as bad. A huge mistake women make is trying to force themselves to stop thinking about a man. The more you tell yourself, stop thinking about him, the more you will. Why? Because resistance fuels obsession. Instead of fighting your thoughts, try this when he pops into your head. Don't judge it. Just say, I'm thinking about him again. Why is that? Be curious. Are you feeling lonely, bored, insecure? Your mind isn't your enemy. It's trying to tell you something. Listen to it. 5. Remember how time changes everything. Think back to a time when you were obsessed with someone in the past. Maybe it was a high school crush, an ex-boyfriend, a celebrity. At the time, it felt all-consuming, like you'd never get over it. But now you barely think about them. That's proof that this too shall pass. What feels overwhelming today will be nothing but a distant memory soon. So next time you feel like you can't stop thinking about a man, remind yourself this feeling isn't permanent. The intensity will fade. I will be okay. Final words. Attention is more powerful than intention. You can have all the best intentions in love. You can say, I want a healthy relationship. But if your attention is on the wrong things, like obsessing, overthinking, and doubting your worth, you'll keep attracting the same painful experiences. Shift your focus. Love yourself first, and the right man will come effortlessly. Now tell me, have you ever been stuck in an obsessive cycle over a man? Share your experience in the comments. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Thank you for watching, and remember, for your relationships to change, you need to change.